The microgrid can be connected to the local grid to emulate the grid-connected operation, or it can be disconnected from it to emulate island operation mode. In the next experiments, we'll first synchronize the primary and secondary systems to operate in island parallel generation mode. Then we will perform reactive power control, and subsequently the microgrid will be coupled to the grid to investigate further regulation methods. We will synchronize the secondary and the primary system using the manual synchronization unit. The primary system generator must be run up first before the secondary system is permitted to start. Start the primary system by pressing the Run Idle button and wait until the system has reached a steady state. Now, actuate the Run Idle button to start the secondary system. Pay close attention to the synchronization unit during the synchronization process. All conditions of synchronization must be fulfilled before connecting the secondary generator to the primary via the power switch of the manual synchronization unit. Once the generators are synchronized, we will start performing reactive power control. The electric load used in these experiments consists of a resistive, inductive load. A capacitive load can also be connected, but is not used in this demonstration. With the voltage droop enabled, connect the electric load by manually closing the corresponding power switch in the primary system. It can be seen how the primary system generator takes the full active load, while the reactive power is evenly distributed between the two generators. Disable the Q droop by pressing the button in the SCADA interface. Consequently, the reactive power is no longer being equally shared between both machines. Open the power switch to disconnect the load and re-enable the Q droop. Use the P droop button to switch the primary system to active power droop mode. The secondary system generator then goes automatically into the same operating mode, and the generator's frequency is now controlled by the generator's capacity for full power utilization. Now, connect the load using the power switch. Allow the machines to run for a few seconds before opening the power switch again and disconnecting the load. The rotation speed of both machines decreases and the voltage set point changes downwards due to the reactive power being supplied. The reactive power is shared. Return the primary system to the Run Idle mode. Now, activate the load sharing mode for two generators. The primary system generator determines the amount of active power that needs to be provided. All generators obtain the same set point value, regardless of their nominal power. Reconnect the load. The primary system generator first provides most of the power for the load. The secondary system gradually catches up so that ultimately the load is shared equally. Disconnect the load again and return the system to Run Idle mode. Before activating the manual power setting, the primary system must be synchronized to the grid. In this example, the synchronization of the primary system with the grid is done automatically using the multifunction relay. Make sure that this device is in auto mode. Click on the sync button on the SCADA interface. You can use the sync boost function to speed up the synchronization process. You will notice that the primary system is synchronized to the grid when the GCB LED lights up. The manual power setting mode can now be activated by pressing the proper button on the top right of the control panel. The slider can be used to adjust the total power fed into the system. Both machines supply the set power value. Reconnect the load using the power switch. The load requirements are locally covered and any excess power is fed into the interconnected utility grid. To desynchronize the machines, ensure that the microgrid is in run idle mode. Then open the power switch of the synchronization unit of the secondary system. This concludes our video on the island parallel mode. The behavior of the microgrid under different types of active power and frequency control was investigated. In the next video, we will expand the microgrid with a renewable energy power source.